Hi, I'm Rhonda Hensley. I want to talk to you today about a subject that it's behavior I've struggled with most of my life that I can remember. And that's people pleasing. Um, I didn't really know that's what I was doing. Um, I didn't know how much it affected my self-esteem and my relationships. So I just want to kind of do a role play with you today about people pleasing. So say I'm going to go to lunch with a friend and we meet up, and I'm thinking before I go, I really would like Mexican food. I don't eat out a lot, but when I do, I like to eat Mexican food. Anything but Chinese. Then I meet up with Susan, and Susan says, anything specific you want to eat today? I want to eat Chinese food. And I say, okay. And we go eat Chinese food. And I'm not a real fan of Chinese food. And I spend money on a meal out. And I enjoy her company and everything. But I just didn't really have a because I wanted Mexican food. That's people pleasing. You see, I want Susan to like me. So that is role play number one. Let's try role play number two. So I meet up with Susan, and Susan and I are both people pleasers. And it's like, where do you want to go to eat? Oh, I don't know. Where do you want to go eat? I don't know. And we starve to death trying to decide where to go to eat because we're people pleasers. So you don't really think about, it's not something that I dwelt on a lot until I got into personal development and tried to change some of the behaviors that affected my relationships. I didn't think about how much this affected my relationship, but because I didn't make my needs or wants known, then I got resentful. And in close relationships, I got a lot of resentments about not being able to listen to the music I wanted to, or go to the movie I wanted to, or eat where I wanted to. No one had a clue, especially me, because I didn't know what I liked or what I wanted or what I needed. So that's why working on myself was very important. The reasons that I did people pleasing was I wanted other people to like me. Thought if they really knew me, they wouldn't like me. And so if I people pleased, and then I avoided conflict, and if I people pleased, then I felt like that I would avoid conflict, which was not always true, especially in relationships. And then, I was afraid. I was afraid that I wouldn't get your approval. And it was detrimental to my self-esteem. I had to learn how to set boundaries. I had to learn what I wanted, what I needed. Those were all very important to me. So I also learned that people pleasing was trying to control other people. That was not easy to swallow at all. Control. I'm not controlling, but that's exactly what I was doing. I was trying to control the other person to react to me in the way that I wanted to meet that need for approval, for someone else to like me, to feel like I fit in. And as I learned to set boundaries, I had this notion that I was being selfish. It's an irrational belief. I am selfish. All right, so let's go back to the role play. So I meet up with Susan, and immediately I tell her, I don't eat out a lot, and when I do, I really like to eat Mexican food. Is that okay with you? And she'll either say, yeah, that's fine. Let's go to eat Mexican food. Or, I tell her, I don't like Chinese. I'll go eat anything but Chinese food. So then she already knows up front. And then we have a discussion. Or you get the two people pleasers that are starving to death, and you say, okay, what if we go to On the Border or Olive Garden? And so you flip a coin and it comes up Olive Garden, and you both go, I didn't want to go to Olive Garden. You know, you want to go eat Mexican food, or vice versa. Those are just some tips. One big thing that I try to remember, a tool I learned because I was so codependent, and I was such a people pleaser, so accommodating, avoiding conflict. There is one price too high to pay for peace, and that is with my self-esteem or my respect. So I get to where I don't respect myself. So I use the tool of take everyone else out of the picture, and what would I go do? If it was just me going to eat, man, I would go to On the Border and eat me some Mexican food, chips and queso, all the way. So that's just a little few tips about people pleasing. If you like to know more about what I do, you can look me up. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and I have a webpage. It's all will be in the link below, and give you an idea. I work with people to help them overcome codependency and all the things that go with that. So just give me a shout out, send me your email, we can connect. If this spoke to you and you liked it, please like on my Facebook page and share it. And I hope each and every one of you have a great day. And remember to be you on purpose.